they're like
going into this.
better warlocks. Warlocks get all those invocations.
David, giving a thumbs up to
it. Can be cool, but no.
It is.
It's really happy to hear about.
Why?
That's awesome.
Why can't I see Dave? Why can't I see Dave? I want to be able to see Dave.
Well, yeah. Why don't we start making Dave the focus? Dave's the face. Why don't we make Dave the face?
No, covered in hair right. Mine and the dog's.
We're not here to judge your life decisions. We're just here to say you're the face.
And when you're the face, you're the face. What can you do about it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
So Dave's face, and you gotta be Hannibal. Really, I got nothing.
You got nothing other than that. All right,
people.
All right, so
sadly, I'm
Are you not old enough to know all these?
Homeboy over there.
Wow.
He's Mr. T.
What?
Sorry. I'm just pointing out that they're youngins.
I guarantee that they know the A team. I fucking guarantee it.
He doesn't. You said face and Hannibal, and he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
With the helicopter pilot.
That's Murdoch.
That's
Thank
Murdoch.
you. Suck it. He may have been a little lost, but he was right there.
hey, took him a while for that.
Nobody talks to George Papard like that. Or if you have to, Liam Neeson.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
He was
smart.
also great in Breakfast at Tiffany's,
Well,
It was
George Papard?
I'm old
What's
enough
it?
to know the remake. I'll go
What?
that route.
which
It was a TV show, and it's just as bad.
I know.
It's as bad as you think it was.
Breakfast at Tiffany's is sweet but horribly.
I just remember the movie remake where the dude
Oh yeah,
helicopter pilot Murdoch is on the helicopter.
All right.
Blade.
We'll go ahead and
All
get
right.
started. Yep. All
Am I
right.
on
So
camera?
you've been looking at the camera. You're good. That thing right there.
Wait, I can see Dave?
And I can see me.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a
And I can see
360.
you, too.
It's a 360 camera.
I don't want any of that.
All right, so we have just come off of a raving success of defeating for the second time, but with no help from a powerful ally like Trevor, the almost 10. Did it on your own. Defeated Margaret the Red, but this is the second time that you've defeated her. Realizing that she is some kind of revenant, a corporealized ghost-like creature that has unfinished business, and the only way to actually defeat her is to find her remains and salt those
them
remains,
bones, buddy.
or to
Grind them up and smoke them.
grind them up and smoke them and see what happens. I'll roll on the table of insanity. We'll find out what goes on.
I mean, Willie would say it. He'd grab Trigger and be like, roll me up and smoke me when I die.
There is a
That's what the white smoke was. It was a Snoop Dogg sneaking in.
It was Leo.
who has the highest insight.
Not it. Hold on. All right.
I have a
Inside.
plus
It's
9.
based upon
I
wisdom.
have
You have a +9 to
Six.
insight.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
So I have a
So with
Six
your
and
with your
17.
with your passive insight of passive insight of 19,
Correct.
you realize that in kind of like seeing how Filini reacted, that when she threw Avalon off of the airship right at the beginning, that was, you can almost, there's a part of you that says that it was almost an act of protection, right?
nothing's ever easy.
Nothing's ever easy. All right. She gave up, right? She gave up the scepter.
Yeah.
Okay, and said, as long as you take this and I'm out. Turned invisible and stepped off of the stepped off of the airship as it was beginning to lose all of its necrotic power that was actually allowing it to continue to stay in the air. It's now essentially feather falling to the ground. It's not going to have a horrific crash, but it is. It's kind of that when nobody's at the helm, it just makes a slow and steady descent. It has, again, transforming back to its kind of more original features. It doesn't glow red anymore and have a pulsing evil energy about it. So likely, just like the dead bodies that are around you, these dead bodies belonged to somebody's family, and so did this ship. But
Yeah, we've killed a couple of these guys twice already.
well, yeah, it's one of those things that actually Tyrus, I think, recognized, because it's a small world after all. That it's like, oh, that's the seamstress that died 2 weeks ago and here she is, super piratey out there pillaging, and it's like, that's not Denise. That's not how she was. Sure, she would send an angry email every once in a while, but that she wasn't like this. There are still some questions that that I think Filini needed to answer before she decided to take her step out into the step off of the boat. But going after her shouldn't be too difficult. You'd be able to swing down and around. It'll probably take about a half an hour to get to the ground. One thing you see as you look off to the east, from where you're at, you can see that as the sun is starting to set, that there is a beautiful sunset in the east, and then realize that that there's not actually sunsets in Anthropia. You don't see it like a sun. You just see kind of a dimming of the light.
It's backwards.
No, it's not. That's fire. Anthrop is on fire.
Right, but the sun sets in the west.
Right, that's not a sunset. That's just Anthrop being on fire.
Well, I'm cool with that.
Right. So
we got Dave. Dave, we found fire.
Not necessarily good.
Hold on, guys. Let me take off my webbing.
all right, so there is the option of being able to go after Filini. There is the option of being able to, what's that?
Being fireman.
Being firemen and going and finding out what's happening in Anthrop. Does anybody remember? I don't know if I mentioned anything with what was going on in Anthrop. There are, it has essentially descended into kind of a chaotic standoff. That was some word that you got while you were in Gale Force, that there is some of the lower block of Anthrop has been cordoned off, and there's rioting going on there. While you're figuring out what you're going to do, you feel a tickle in the back of your head.
You got lice.
That's
Right. I mean, it's space lice.
The Septer is not cursed, but it does come with a cost. I have information for your people, but I'm not interested in the fight. All right, what are we gonna do?
Who's just said that? Somebody in the back.
That was
That was in her head, in his head, her in his head.
Dude, she penetrated you, and you didn't even give her permission.
Does she have to see me to do that?
She does,
Invisible.
He did turn invisible at the end of our turn.
and she's invisible as well.
Yeah.
So can you see her?
No.
Yeah, you can.
Oh yeah, I can. Yeah.
Yeah, you cast see invisibility
But how did she message me if she can't see me? Oh.
because she can't see you.
Oh. Okay.
She is a higher level wizard than you, so
Yeah,
there's a lot of options that she has to be able to,
That's true.
because it doesn't have to be message, it could have been sending as well. If you'd like to keep track of her spell slots,
No.
she's used at least one. I know.
You just grab the scepter. We're gonna Roy
You
Hobbs
have
this
it.
one up. You have it.
No,
You
he
have
he
it.
handed it off to her. He handed it off to you.
I don't have that
She didn't
goddamn
jump on her
thing.
boat. She gave to him. I have not gotten off our boat.
Yeah, I understand.
Right.
Oh,
I
so she
came
just
back. I
grabbed
gave.
me.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with that thing.
Yeah, we're good. Just let her go.
No.
I'm letting her go.
No.
She's used exactly one spell slot.
No. I 100% no. Where's the gut? Where is it? Where's the thing? She has the shield.
Right there.
She has the goddamn shield. We need the shield. We
She
can
knows
get
what
two
the
of
shield
them
is.
out right now. Let's go do this
I thought
before.
the undead lady has
Before.
the shield.
Yep.
She's
Maggie
there.
the Red. Maggie the Red is dead. Kind of. She's not really dead until we burn her bones, but we don't know where her bones are. Filini does.
And the shield is with the bones. That is likely the information that she's saying that she has.
Well, I'd ask her. I would like that information.
Are
do
you
you ask
able to communicate with her other than him?
Can I read?
You can.
I was gonna say. I remember the spell.
Yep. You can respond with 25 words or less.
Oh my gosh.
Be careful with your words.
You don't even get a tweet worth of words.
Where is
It's skanking. It's
her
dumb.
name?
Oh,
What's her name?
Filini. Her name is
You're up to 7 right now. You're up to 7 right
Maggie
now.
the Red.
Where's Maggie the Red's bones buried? And is the shield with it?
The answer to your question is yes. And I will tell you, but we will need to meet.
Where are we meeting?
Go to the ruins just to your east. And
Where it's on fire?
so as
Come
you're
up onto our boat. What a high maintenance bitch.
as you're essentially make you were up super fucking high with your battle, right? Maggie the Red usually likes to fly where there's not too much air, just
Like her
because
Uncle
none of her crew
Cameron.
needs air, right?
The Marine would say, "Hey, shoot by these clouds," and she'd go, "I don't see those clouds."
Clouds look a little bit different down here, dude. So you guys are having to do essentially like a rotation down, which is taking a while. You have spotted that there are ruins to the, just like she said, just to the east of you. She's obviously watching you from your position. So down, as you continue to go down, you can see the ruins of a tower. And she sends a message that almost like pings you in your mind as you're trying to look for where she might be, and then you see her down there in the ruins.
Turns out Wade's got a sending stone in his butt. That's why it
Wait,
sounds
why do you have a
muffled.
sending stone in your butt? Not cool, dude.
Crazy
Not
nice.
cool
That
at
magic
all.
Mike.
Yeah, what happens to Magic Mike stays at
What
Magic
the
Mike.
hell, Nick? Communication is key.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, so
That's
Kidnapped
funny.
Kidnapped by a bachelorette party.
That's where he met that carny. Was that
Yeah.
fair?
There were a lot of things shoved up that wrecked him.
all right,
Damn near killed him.
you can see that she is down in that ruined tower. I'm guessing because I can just tell that the wizard is paranoid. You've been able to maintain your see invisibility. You have scoured that entire location. You do not see anybody in the ethereal realm, nor do you see anybody in the. I could have you roll with advantage, like a dozen times to see what your highest roll is.
He said
But I
he-
guarantee you were hanging off the edge of that.
Yeah.
We're going down there.
Do you want? I'm gonna as we come down. I'm gonna pop off the side, and I'm gonna let her. If they're coming in this way, I'm gonna come in not directly behind her. But I'm going to come into the side.
All right, go ahead and place your tokens again. Just
I need a token.
what's your token? Oh yeah, you need a token. That's what you're saying. I heard what you said. You need a token.
There we go. Cool. So yeah, if you guys come in this way, I'm gonna come in this way.
Kind of over the top.
To the side, I want to be in her peripheral. I don't want to completely surprise her, but I do want her to realize that if she is doing something stupid,
That it is fully.
I don't tell her that I've got 2 hit points.
Did we have time for me to give Tommy a potion?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna roll some hit dice too. I can do.
I don't remember what type of hit.
I got D8.
Yeah. So it's been an hour.
What's the?
So
Yeah, you-
what do you-
Yeah, you were able to take a short rest before you.
I don't know.
Superior.
Healing potion is going to do a superior healing potion.
Yes.
When did you get superior healing potion?
I got
We
one
paid
sometime
for it.
along the
We
way.
paid-
Oh yeah. Big old
Turns out that is a juicy juice.
44 plus
8d4 plus 8.
8d4.
Yeah, for superior.
Oh, it's 44 for minor.
8d4.
No, it's 2d4. No, it's
8d4 plus 8.
I am.
that is the third.
Yeah, I think that's the third level. I think you only gave us the second.
A potion of greater.
How many
healing.
am I rolling? That's what I need to know.
You are rolling
44 or 8d4? Or 8d8?
a potion of greater healing. Greater.
8d4 plus 8 will come from the drink.
8d4.
That's superior. 4d4 instead of 2d4.
Okay.
44 plus 4. Instead
44
of
plus
2d4 plus 2. Yeah, because that would be a superior is like 500 gold at least.
We had a lot of gold.
Jesus.
All right, roll it twice.
8,
Roll it twice.
11. No, it's fine.
No,
11,
no, roll it twice. Just
15.
actually, oh, sorry. That's also rules for healing potions. If you take a full action to down them, they do their max.
Okay.
They do their
so
max.
16,
All right.
so 20.
Superior is between 2,000 and 2,500.
Yeah, see, there we go.
Then I'm going to
Somewhere
do.
along the line, we got two superior.
I'm thinking that
Greater. Greater.
You did not say greater.
Oh, shit.
I would have written down greater had you said greater. I will go back and review the tape.
That's why
Well, we paid the greater price for him, I'll say that.
hell of a discount.
I was
So
told
in my
superior.
in my
I
world,
don't know
in
that
my,
there's a distinction, so I wrote down superior.
well, in my world, superiors are graders, and vente are actually the largest.
Right.
Do you want a big one? Yeah, I'll have a tall. You have the small? Just happened to us yesterday.
Can I get the tea without like the little crud sugar balls in it? Sorry, sir. We don't do that.
It's boba tea. Fine, give me the diabetes drink.
All right. Well, that works. So at least I have a decent
Sorry,
amount of
sir.
hit
You need
points.
to scan this. Where's
You
the
don't have to do it.
Sunny in Philadelphia.
I saw
I used 4. So I still have 4 hit
I
dice
need to
left.
scan this QR code to get the app.
All right, so while you're descending, are you also trying to attune to the scepter? All right. As you start to attune to it, you feel that part of your essence going into the scepter and part of the scepter's essence coming into you, and it's just this rotation as you start to understand more about it. As a legendary item, it does have the ability, without any kind of, you don't have to. It's not like a ring of what was it? spell guard or whatever it is, where you have to roll something special in order to be able to reflect. But it does give you advantage on saving throws for magical attacks, and you can reflect. You can essentially bounce back any elemental spell, evocation spell, by using a reaction and the same spell slot as what was cast, right? So if you have a incoming fireball, you can use
an upcasted one too.
what's that? And they used an upcasted one, then you have to.
Well, what if they use just a level 3 and I have like a level 4 and can I burn that?
Yeah, it's not going to be. It's if it
Has to be same level.
if it meets, it beats, right? But no, it has to be. You can
Oh,
you can
okay.
use you can.
So it's like counterspell.
It's like counterspell. Yes, you can upcast it, right? It is also going to give you advantage with if you just decided to try to counterspell something as well. So advantage on saving throws and advantage with counterspell. Good to go. All right. You can also sense that there is something else that it can do, but it's a coy little magical item. It doesn't want to reveal all of its secrets right now. But it is likely something that she knows. The former master of it. You also sense that you can also feel the previous owners. So the most recent was oh my gosh. The most recent was Filini. There was also a powerful spellcaster, which was Lady Stonefellow, who is the one magi that is depicted in that journal. It's one of the four magi that put the mother to sleep, right? So you actually see a glimpse of kind of some flashes of that moment, all right? Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Oh, it's gonna be great. I Wade rolled the hell out of this one. 14.
14. Okay. All right. So, in the clashes, you can see this, a cacophony of activity. You see four adventurers. They seem to be fairly high level, and they are battling a variety of entities. You can hear somebody screaming out to Stonefella, and you're kind of seeing from her perspective. Cast the spell. And there is the start of a incantation, and you're just not able to hear exactly what it is that she's trying to cast. There's another cacophony of movement, and you feel yourself being sucked into a vortex of energy, and find yourself waking up in a clearing that looks something like this.
He's not with us anymore.
No, he is. He's been there.
We're all together.
He was just having a matrix like flutter eye movement moment.
He took rooms.
Yeah.
Microdosed him.
Microdosed the heck out of him.
All
right.
I mean, he's cool. But yeah.
I was really high in my head, Dad. I only need 3 of them.
You all right? I feel like I didn't even need this. All right. As you are approaching, how do you move in?
Like this.
I'm gonna be bravely behind everyone.
Wade's got to be the one to go in front. He's got a shield.
I think he's a guy.
Wade, you have difficulty with. Okay, where do they want you to go? Where do you guys tell them to go?
I would point it toward Filini.
Okay, so they point in a direction toward the center of these ruins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just trust me, there's someone there. And you're dead.
All right, he gave us the money, and it's gone.
Now,
What do you mean it's gone?
now roll 46.
Nope.
Do it again. One
Nope.
more time.
As you're coming in, you can see the kind of warbling shape there, right? And as you guys are coming up, you can see that Filini is standing there inside the center of the ruins. I don't want that scepter anymore.
Sounds like I shouldn't want the scepter either.
Yes, but you're destined to have it. You are destined to have it for reasons that I do not like to explain because it hurts me. When she says that she hurts you, you don't even need Dave's or Tyras's passive 19 insight check. You can tell that she's a wizard, and that what hurts her is that it bruises her ego. You're not really sure why it bruises her ego to talk about what she wants
She's
to
not
talk about.
smart as me, you know. It's because she's a woman.
I had a target painted on my back as soon as I took that scepter. But the reason is because there is something that scepter can only do once, or it can do multiple times once it's
shy.
yeah.
It can do it once. Or multiple times.
Or as long as it has the other three, as long as it has its three companions with it.
The
But
shield, the loot.
it's a spell refiner. You can see the two chambers. You cast into that, and by your power alone, it can be upcast up to the highest level that you can possibly imagine a spellcaster could be able to cast. One time. Now, the way that it is intended to be used is to keep the mother asleep. However, Devin has other plans for it. She would like to destroy the magic that is keeping the mother asleep. Go ahead and do a perception check. Butts. Wake up! Why don't you put on a little makeup?
Sorry, Mom!
19.
Whoa.
Oh, wait. Whoa, where'd that come from?
What?
New day.
What the hell is this guy?
New day. All right. Do you understand? I'm going to want you to say it back to me. Just so that I know that you understand.
I understand I'm better than you, yeah.
It is good to see you again.
Roll for initiative. Kidding.
You gonna hit her? No, I'm just. She literally just told me I was the chosen one.
Do you not remember me?
I am the chosen.
I am the chosen one.
Never goes over well when you tell a woman you don't remember her.
Well,
Yeah, now you're bigger trouble than I am.
You are in big trouble.
that was how I used the scepter last. To cast the spell, modifying your memory.
Okay.
What do you remember? What do you remember of your child?
Here's what I remember. So, for a while, I was good friends with Prince. You know Prince, the artist.
Yes.
For some strange reason, he always wanted a movie on in the background. The movie that he typically would have, he loved Pixar's Finding Nemo. It would just be on in the background.
What are you quoting?
Just watch it. It's a true story about Prince love.
I know he's good
I
at
want to see how
basketball.
this one's going to play out.
I know he's good at basketball.
He was very good. One time Charlie Murphy came over.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing this. So you have your memories of
Watching Finding Nemo with Prince.
no. There was one guy named Prince who you watched a movie with, which
That's
is
the guy that brought the banana bread. Sorry.
she's like, that's how your mind interpreted it. Prince was the name of my cat. That's interesting. I said that you spent some time with Prince, but you are not from here. Your memories had to be modified because you were once a powerful cleric. And you were one that assisted Corvinards with tracking the protection and the imprisonment of the mother.
Damn it, Dave.
No, he didn't.
I'm kidding.
He's still, but have you begun to feel any of your cleric powers returning?
Yes, I took a level of cleric.
You did.
Madness check. Your character know that.
How is it starting to manifest?
I don't think I get anything.
You do too. You-
Spell slots?
What's that?
You get like spells and stuff.
Yeah,
All kinds of cool shit.
What do you get for a first level cleric?
Armor.
Well-
You can wear heavier armor, but it's not good for stuff.
What's up?
Well, in 2014, you got a lot of stuff.
2024 version.
I don't
But,
think you get much.
It's a good little bit. He
Yeah.
hasn't explored it.
I get Divine Order.
That.
I
So
get
yeah,
proficiency with martial weapon.
he has channel divinities that he's able to.
He goes a level 1 now? Dang.
No, not according to this.
Yeah, you
What is
should-
core? Well, I get core cleric traits, spellcasting, and divine order.
What's divine order?
Let's see. Sorry, I'm all funny. You've dedicated yourself to one of the following sacred roles of your choice. That's what it is. Right now, I have protector.
Which gives you
Not syphilis.
Train for battle, and you gain proficiency with martial weapons and training with heavy armor.
yes, he does get better armor. Wait, give up your armor. He wants it.
Oh.
That's the stealth armor.
What?
What?
Fuck that. No,
Yeah, give him up the fucking armor, dude.
no, not yet.
Now he gets full plate and he doesn't get a disadvantage on stealth.
All right. While this whole conversation's happening, suddenly Avalon, who doesn't look that much like a goblin, but he's still a short little half goblin or half gnome, half freaking half orc, half gnome individual, pulls up.
He's a Nork.
Is you saying my precious?
No, he pulls up on his hover bike and gets off. As soon as he gets off of his hover bike, you watch him hold out his hand, and the hover bike turns into like a little toy hover bike in his hand. It's essentially a hover bike that he has that with a tapis crystal that has enlarge and reduce embedded into it. So it's a small, it's essentially like a small little tiny horse that he can reduce down to tiny and put into his hand. And he's panting, and he comes up and he's like, "What the hell?" And you watch as she disappears.
Dude!
for Mr. Wade over there. You're
Yes.
wondering why everyone's looking at her when she's obviously talking from over there, and she's all warbly, right? Now, when they're looking at her, she looks normal, right? But you're not really sure exactly what was going on. But you watch as the projection image of her disappears.
I was gonna investigate where she was standing around because there's a reason why she was standing probably there.
Yeah, go ahead. You look around and
In a way, I feel like that was pointing us in a way to the bones of the one lady.
Roll
you
for an investigation check. There's nothing.
there is something there. There is a journal, kind of a piece of parchment that she has given instructions on, which is I'll have to write the actual poetry of it, but there are two lovers who guard each other even in death. She guards his ashes, and he guards her bones. The king and his rebellious queen. A king who had the audacity to live in the shadow of the mother, flying too close to the sun, King Icarus. It seems that this is the clue of where the bones of the Morgan the Red are. Because I forgot to have her tell you where were before she left. And so now I have to make up a fucking poem. Prose. What is it?
Little Miss Muffet.
Oh, God. If you finish this with "Hey," we're gonna have issues.
Wow. Okay, this is all happening.
All right.
All right. So, anyone
She
need
got the bone too. Hey!
anyone need reminders about the information? And you have the map as well.
Where does the map lead us?
There is no. You have a map. So, what was the information that you remember?
She guards his ashes. He guards her bones. Icarus, waxy winged fucker.
Okay. Yep. So, on the map, there are the ruins of Icarus.
Okay, where are we right now?
So right now you are between, not Gale Force, that's Windsor, which is the L-shaped. Go ahead and put the map right here.
Okay.
All right. So currently you are about there.
We need to get to.
There. Now there are a few things, and you can fly there. All right. But there are a few things that you know about that location, especially Tire Your Ass. You know that there are that in the wilds, which is anything past the median river there, that there are anti-magic storms that are known to crash across the wilderness there. And what's your history proficiency?
+3.
+3. Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Nailed it.
What is it? Nat 20?
Yep.
Okay. So with your nat 20, so the magical storms were first actually investigated by Willem, who did no, but he actually tried to map out from the city of Cradle, or from the he was the city of Cradle was one of his research facilities that ended up growing into its own small town. But he would, through a telescope, observe the fall of the lapis stones, trying to identify like how big these storms were and how quickly they moved, and realized that they were completely random, and that not not only were the not only were the sorcerers and the wizards and the not able to cast spells during these storms, but even some of the keeper paladins were not able to summon some of their abilities uh, during these storms, or individuals that had kind of supernatural abilities, like many adventurers, that these just seem to randomly fail them during these storms. You know that one of the ways, because of your history check, there is a ranch just before getting to Icarus, um, about this location outside of Gale Force, where there are some gnomes who have been researching. Um, that's actually where your armor came from, because of the giant spiders that are in that area. That they are the ones that have been producing this new web type gear. But they have a system for being able to identify uh, when
When the
the
storms will hit.
storms will hit, and they use like a tapas, and you already actually saw them because it was used by insurgents during Restoration Day, but a vial that has a striker with a lapis stone in it, and when the anti-magic fields come through, the lapis drops, hits the striker, and it sets off a firework.
Right.
So they will actually use that for being able to signal to people before because they've been able to figure out about the speed that it comes, but the only way to actually have that do anything and be worth anything is you have to go out and set out a whole bunch of freaking shit. The other thing that you know um, is that dipshit here, not you dipshit,
Oh,
don't worry.
different dipshit.
Avalon likely has a method of transportation that does not require magic. That is what his whole um, shtick is trying to get away from magic. It seems that he has a interest in being able to go west, young man. That is what your nat 20 gave you.
So he's there, right?
He is there.
If you're an anti-magic field, you can just call me useless. That's somewhat. I ain't somewhat useless. I'll be useless.
Instead of somewhat useless, I'm all the way useless.
You're still smart. Hey, that guy's gonna hit you. That guy hit you.
I'm gonna ask Avalon if he has a way to travel in the wilds
Yeah,
and
no,
if
I
you
don't
want
have
to
a
lend
long
us.
sword.
Yeah.
I know how to use one, but
Where did she go?
I don't know. We're going to go find her. Can you give me a thing to get to the wilds? Because I'm pretty sure that's where she went.
Why did she go there?
she's
Why did she
crazy.
throw you off a ship? I mean,
He's got a point, but why are you going to say that?
Because that's where the bones of Maggie the Red are.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a deception check. I think you're pretty good at it.
maybe.
Got a 24.
The 24 will do it. He got a 10. So that makes sense. That tracks. All right. Yes, I can get you there. He holds out. He holds out 4 small.
Goggles of true sight.
He already gave him a goggle of not true sight of see invisibility.
Oh,
Right?
so he gave the guy who has the spell see invisibility. He gave him the goggles.
He doesn't have see invisibility.
You have a spell, don't you?
Not yet. All right, so
I can't read my book.
hands you 3 little toy
The Hot Wheels cars.
We're going to indoor, bitches.
Not-
We got speeder bikes.
not Hot Wheels, but yeah, little speeder bikes, right? He says, now these will go all day, but if you're inside of a an anti-magic field, you're going to end up starting to burn actual. So it's a concoction of my own. So we took dragon powder and we added it to like cooking oil, all right, and then created this thing that I call fuel, which can burn almost as hot as like it burns a hell of a lot hotter than oil, but the individual Orvinder Danos, brother of the one that created the lanterns, anyway, he was able to create a dragon combustion engine, and it'll kick on when you get into an anti-magic field. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's the best thing that I have ever created in my life. I'm also interested in making a train because I've been really interested in trains once I heard someone mention what they were, but I have never actually seen one.
Then you load a nuke and launch into the city to kill the Xenos ferret.
Say what? Did you say an explosive that's able
I don't know. There's stuff going through my head right now.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna have to think about that.
You're
You
in the
come
wrong
back.
realm, buddy.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's get
Or
in
the
our
Emperor.
airship and go to the ranch.
Right.
How long does that
Literally
take?
won the mission.
Is that a short or long rest?
That is a long rest that everyone is able to take as you continue on to
I'm
the.
so glad I rolled those 3 hit dice.
Yeah, you get
I'm
back.
so sorry. You could have decided to attack that bitch.
Attacking her, she used 1 spell slot if I remember correctly.
She used 3.
Oh, 3. I was gonna
So
say
you-
2.
Yeah, she said she had Featherfall, she had Invisibility, she had See Invisibility, and she had a.
Whatever. That's 4.
Yeah, but you Wade Boggs that shit.
Now,
out
what you
there.
don't know is what level is she?
You said 9.
No.
She has a 9th level spell.
No, she used a 9th level spell.
That means
All right.
What,
So
13?
you understand what the secret ingredient is that thing has now?
Yes.
All right. So
The 9th level spell that I gotta use.
that you can pump a level 3 spell slot into that thing and it will churn out a level 9. All right?
But I can only do it once.
But it can only do it once.
per day.
And it has to be
ever.
Ever
That's
while it's in.
dumb.
Right. It is dumb unless you're looking to do something like
That would be the cast
Save the world.
spell type of situation that they had in the little image I was in.
yeah. So as your brain starts to think about it, okay, what 9th level spell if you were trying to control a world ending entity, what would you
Wish I could use it.
what's that?
Domination.
Okay. So one thing that you realize about this entity when you were in the situation that it has reality bending power. Okay. You don't want to fight something with reality bending power with reality bending power. It's not going to go well because you
So
cast
like-
Wish.
Like throwing
Wish has
a bag of holding inside another bag of holding.
right. It's like I wish this thing wasn't here. Good.
Oh, thank
Or
you.
I wish I could control this thing.
Meteor swarm is about one. That's my mind.
Okay. Meteor swarms. That would help, right?
Or disintegrate. Cast all up in level 9.
Power kill. Is that a
That's only if they're a 100 or less hit points.
Okay, so think about what's happened to this entity. Because you know what they did.
Put it to sleep.
They did. Because even though you don't have a level 9 spell slot, right? This is essentially a level 10 spell slot, right? But you still have to have the components, right? So I'll let you continue to kind of mull it over.
I don't know what spell they'd use.
Okay, so I'll let you look up a spell called imprisonment.
Oh.
Yep. So
I was either thinking that or force gauge.
right. So but there is, it's one of those things of, hey, did we bring enough, mithril or crystal, or I've got a fucking bag of drugs. Is that going to be enough?
Here you go, drugs.
All right. And then the other thing that you remember seeing in the vision, and you've seen this vision twice now, right? But this time from a different perspective, this one was much clearer. You see and are familiar with like an iron flask. You knew of somebody that got one, and it was a super bad idea. And they didn't know what was in it until they opened it up, and then it was too late. But you know that based off of what you felt about this entity that they were fighting, that this thing's way too powerful for a iron flask. But you saw a silver flask in your yeah. You can go ahead and just pop that open.
I'm not opening it.
Pop it open anytime you want.
Go Power Rangers!
All right. So you saw
Silver
silver.
Baldur's Gate 3, if you open the Iron Flask, it's a beholder.
What's that?
If you open the Iron Flask in Baldur's Gate, it's a beholder.
Yeah. Is it a beholder or is it a spectator?
One of the two.
Because beholder. I believe it's a spectator.
I think it's a spectator too. I think it's the lower level of beholder.
Yeah,
But
because
they look
beholders
the
are
same.
too high level for a iron flask.
All right, so are we heading up these woods or what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
take a long rest.
Take your long rest.
And then we're gonna go.
Before we ditch Avalon, I need restock on ice bolts.
He remembered. All right, so you get some mine bullets, ice bullets.
You should like variety ones, like a variety pack. Just throw the variety pack in there. Ah, there's one of everything. I don't know. We'll shoot and find out.
That one cost a. That one basically drone strike.
5-minute break.
Good smoke.
I gotta read a short story of a 9th level spell.
But you have the power to do it.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
What?
We've got
A
a
volume depiction of a or carved statuette in the likeness of the target and a special component that varies according to the version of the spell you choose, worth at least 500 gold per hit die of the target.
I'm sorry, what?
How rich do we have to be to do this?
We can't even imprison a level 1. That's 500 gold. We ain't got it.
Yeah, that's 500 gold in prison. Someone who has 1 hit point.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Or 1 hit die, I guess.
We'll be.
We can't imprison a guard.
But we can kill him. We can kill the hell out of those guards.
Well, the fact that a spell the creature doesn't need to breathe, eat, or drink, and it doesn't age.
So it's like just in stasis.
Yeah, essentially.
All right.
Divination spells can't locate, perceive the target. That's why it's so long. You choose one of the imprisonment forms. Burial, the target is entombed. Carbonite, the earth, and the sphere of a magical force that is just large enough to contain the target. Nothing can pass through the sphere, nor can any creature teleport or use planar travel to get into it or out of it. Oh, and then all the versions have special components themselves. That's a small mithril orb for that one. or if you're more of a fan of the bondage, chains, heavy chains, firmly rooted in the ground.
We got chains. We got chains.
Hold the target in place.
I like what I'm hearing.
The target is restrained until the spell ends and can't move or be moved by any means until then. The special component for that one is the version of the spell is a fine chain of precious metal. How does one consider metal precious? Do we have to ask Smeagol if it's precious, and then he says yes or no?
It's Adam.
That's adamantium.
Adamantium. There we go.
That's adamantium. That's not precious.
That yes, it's super precious. Meagle thinks so. Eagle. Man, I can't believe I lost the Pope bet. We did a fantasy Pope draft.
Who's we?
Me and like 5 other buddies.
Yeah.
I had Matteo Zuppi, Timothy Dolan. Hey, dude, he was like my 5th round pick.
Not to do that.
Nothing is cool.
I really wanted Pietro Pizzaballa.
Oh, so you slumber against her?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody would have taken him serious.
They had all the nice herbs and spices.
Herbs
You're
and spices
thinking
is all they have.
about the church as a whole. Where most of the bishop preserve was from.
Which likely we can burn up
Not
that they could then
Italy.
use
Nope.
the silver flask.
That's what your strategy missed.
Dude, I was just going off Vegas odds. I didn't know shit.
What got this guy elected?
Well, he was super close with Pope Francis,
Okay.
and he was more in line with service, merciful,
Hoping about it
Liberal.
from the wrong perspective, Tommy. Where's he from?
from the U.S.
Nope.
Well, he's from.
Chicago.
Nope.
Well, he's. Are you talking about his dual citizenship?
Yep.
So he's Peruvian.
And where are most of the Cardinals?
Oh, are they South American?
Yep.
Didn't know that.
So,
See, you learn some new shit every day.
what really got him elected was South American Bloc is the biggest bloc of voting members.
Oh my gosh, it's Scarface. Our new Pope is Scarface.
Watch.
Yeah,
All right. Let's go burn some bones. Do we have everything what we need? Do we have salt?
Yes. You do have salt.
Do we still have those portable holes?
We do.
You do have portable holes.
Anything else we need?
Well, I think Wade should put
I think
a
it's
portable
good
hole on
too.
the front of his shield.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then it's perfect. Go ahead, shoot me. Arrows go into the portable hole.
Oh, you said long rest. Actually, I'm enjoying the fact that we took a long rest because I am somewhat useful now.
We're about to be in an anti-magic store.
Then I'll become all the way useless.
All right.
Yeah, you're kidding.
All right, somebody, it's your turn. I pick up a rock.
I'm sure you guys have seen the video. This is like, I cast brick.
There's a
I also want to point
there's
out
a cartoon
your
that has
bullets might not do the
his
damage you want them
Buckethead,
to. They might
and he's
shoot
got
basic
like
ones.
this goofy ass helmet on, and he's
I
a
didn't know
paladin.
I'm not gonna use it.
And he lost his sword, so all he has is a brick on a rope, and he uses that to smite with. And it's great. And sometimes he just hits somebody with the brick, and then casts like 4th level smite. Boom!
That's solid.
Smiting somebody with a brick is solid. All right.
It's like the wizard barbarian.
So on your ship has been modified to where it only takes 5 hours to get to Guilford. It took you 8 to get to this point. Took you 8 hours to get from Anthrop to Gale Force. It only takes you about 5 hours to get to Gale Force. Can continue on for a while, but one of those things, you don't want to be 100 feet in the air in a massive ship when there could be a anti-magic storm that rolls through and just drops you out of the air. So you do end up parking the ship and then are able to get out. He did tell you the command word, or does tell you the command word. So you're just outside of Gale Force.
I'm sorry, Nick. What is their safe word?
What is the command word for being able to enlarge the? It's the magic word to enlarge is Cialis.
Stop.
Mine gets.
Stop.
Mine has a Nike like swoosh, so I'd say Viagra.
Viagra. So
I was going with safe words. I was going to say rutabaga. There's no way that's coming up naturally.
rutabaga is how to cast.
How to turn it off.
How to turn it off. Yep. All right. So while you are
turning stuff off,
I thought we had to think about baseball.
going through, there is a man who flags you down. So as you're approaching, you see Joe Schmo over there waving you down.
yeah, because that's normal. We're in the wilds with anti-magic storms roaring through.
And we went to the village where the gnomes live that study.
You're
Right? We're at the village with the gnomes, right? That's where we went.
Where we're going, or is that where we parked?
I thought
This
that's
is
where we parked.
before you. This is before you get to that location.
Oh, we're not even there yet.
Where the fuck are we?
You are on your way toward the.
We're on the way, but we just ran into Bob. Well,
Our
just
ship.
Bjorn.
Bob, which shouldn't be a problem at all. Say again?
We're on our ship and we ran into Bob.
No.
No,
You're
we
on your
have to
speeder
go.
bikes. You're on your
Peter.
speeder bikes. Yes.
Dude, go stink pole.
All right. Do you stop for Bob, or do you just continue to blast through? You have that option.
Does he look like he needs something?
Roll an insight check.
24.
A 24. He looks like he's, as you can see, fairly capable of handling himself. He is smiling, and seems like though that there is something dangerous. What's up?
I rolled a natural 20, and I was like, it's still less than it's 24.
Yeah. So,
I'm old. I know shit.
I'm just stupid. I'm not wise.
so he looks as though he's, like, hey, this is totally normal. Seeing individual, like you were saying, probably just on a pleasure cruise through eel-infested waters, right?
I'm gonna check out what he needs.
What he needs. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but I'm gonna spread out. I'll walk up with you, but
Walk up next to him and be like, yo, I got this scepter. I think I'll be alright.
I prepare a spell.
What spell do you
It's gonna ask dumb questions. I think you are allowed to give him dumb answers.
Grease. Grease is the answer. Grease is the word.
Right.
Grease is the word. All right. So you approach and ask him what he's doing, or what he needs.
Yeah.
And he says, you see him pause for an uncomfortable moment, and says, "You're looking for the ruins of Icarus." Yes.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
this is the path that leads toward Icarus.
You wouldn't be lying to us. I mean,
He doesn't seem like he's lying at all, based off of your insight check.
okay. Well, thank you. We'll cut that way then.
You hear a second voice,
Oh, Jesus, they're gonna have this dilemma.
but it is inside of your heads, and the voice says, "That one has the scepter. The others can die." And you watch as he suddenly bones begin to break, and he turns into a giant rage creature.
Bill,
Grease.
Grease, indeed.
I'm gonna place myself there. I don't think I took off yet.
Let
So.
me find out what why didn't I know? Why didn't I think to myself, you know what I really need? What is my save proficiency for Grease? That's what I should have known what my modifier was for.
Just a deck save.
Yeah.
Why did we get off our speeder bikes?
You didn't have to get off your speeder bike.
No, we just stopped. Why did we stop?
Good. You wanted to find out what this
wanted to
is.
talk to Bob.
He needs to get a 14 or better.
His name was Robert Paulson.
I don't know. He seemed cool.
He is cool.
He just let me go. No, he
Yeah,
looks a lot
turns out-
uglier now. But
turns
All right, so we got a 16.
Why? Well, he's. What does that mean?
So
It's not prone.
yeah, so he didn't slip or fall.
roll d6.
Oh yeah, roll a d6. Indeed, roll a d6.
5.
It is not flammable.
Son of a bitch.
A 1 makes it flammable. I remember that because I rolled a 1 first time.
So if he tries to move, he's got to roll a dexterity check.
All right.
So do I, though. That actually reminds me.
You can Misty step away.
I rolled a 17, so I too am fine.
Whisper in you. All right.
I don't think it's within range of it.
Yeah.
Isn't it 10 feet?
Yeah. Yeah. 10 feet.
Yeah, you're fine. You're
You're
far too careful. You did not move in within striking range of an
It was
individual.
big enough
that-
where I think he covers the whole 10 feet of it.
he does now. You had to back up, right? And so he is covered. He is a greasy boy. Greasy boy. Right.
Take that as a challenge.
All right. Anybody have above a 16, above a 20
Oh, for
initiative? Yeah.
not me.
that D20
Nope.
is
All right. Above a 16.
I got 11.
Okay.
I got a 15.
All right.
I too. got
15. So Wade, you have a
15 as well.
Wade.
I got an 11.
Some. Who beat out who?
What's your deck?
We both
Wade
get
beats
11.
me.
Yeah,
I got +2 to dex.
I got it.
Okay.
I got +1.
Wade obviously beats me because someone had to roll his character so well.
Fucking yeah.
Don't worry. Every now and then, Wade's got to make a wisdom check.
-1.
You know, you could literally probably hate me for like turning you into a goddamn like, big old ape because it's a wisdom save. And you probably still fail and turn into it anyway.
All right.
I want to say polymorph is a wisdom save.
All right. So go ahead and we have.
Yeah, it's a wisdom
He's up
save.
first. He's going to move up to the. He's going to move up to the.
Barry?
He's going to move up to the.
Who is?
This Bob is going to move up.
He needs to roll a dexterity check.
He already did.
That was just to make sure the initial one. He's trying to move in the grease. He's got to roll another goddamn dexterity check. He's moving.
He fails.
And he's falling on his fucking ass.
You said he falls wrong.
This dude falls and breaks my spirit back. I swear to God.
Let me just make sure of something.
So what's going to be a Gimli? Just going to be stuck
Are you
underneath
looking up the
him.
rules of grease?
I I am looking at the rules of
When
Greece.
grease appears, each creature standing in the area must succeed to save or have the prone condition. Creature that enters the area or ends its turn there must also succeed on a save. Or, so, like, he's already in it. If he's going to try
So
and move in it,
with disadvantage, he still uses half of his movement to crawl up to you. Does a
That is a 1, sir.
All
Is
right.
it hit or miss?
You watch, misses.
Okay.
But you watch as it still starts to crawl up to you and slices.
15 is my AC.
15 is your AC.
Yeah.
All right. It hits a
It's a +12.
it hits like a tree next to you, and you have all my d6s.
I don't have any.
I have a bunch of D6s right here, man.
Just take two. Just need two.
He has a.
Hey, do you want to? Hey, do you want
He's
a
got
random
a fireball versus. So you watch as
random die?
as it hits that tree for about 15 points of damage. Takes another swipe. And this one does hit.
Yeah.
Shield.
It doesn't hit. You watch as another 13 points of damage hits into your shield, and you feel like you're almost going to be blown back. All right. Next up, we've got Wade. Wade, do the right thing.
We're gonna do a giant ape.
No, speed away. Just speed away. Just keep moving.
We're gonna just start blasting.
Let's go ahead and
So I come in and I start blasting, right?
I stop blasting. All right, 1, 2. Where's Mr. Wisperian?
He's right there. I wasn't letting him go up to that guy all by himself.
Got it.
I mean, he did roll the insight check.
Yep.
Well, what's the distance on Grease?
60 feet.
Okay. He's at least within 60 of it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. What are you gonna do, Wade?
How fast are these speeder bikes?
They move the same as a horse. So 60 feet. 60 feet of movement.
So since he's down on the ground, if I shoot him, I'm shooting with advantage, right?
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
Or am I with disadvantage? He's on the ground.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a range target.
But if you run up to him and hit him, you can hit him in the face.
Not
With
when,
advantage.
As long as you stay on your feet.
not when I
With
slip,
advantage.
Not when I slip and fall on my ass.
That's fair. That's
well, then
fair.
that'd be a
fair.
straight roll.
That's fair.
Why not just go running in and slide on purpose and then take your shots as you're going in directly towards him?
Remember how the stunts worked last session?
That's exactly why I'm telling you to do it this time. It's going to work one of these times, and it's going to be so
It's
cool.
also a dex save, which you are more than, and it's 14 only. You're more than likely gonna save
Alright, you know what? Let's do it.
to get
You
advantage.
guys talk me to it. You're
Famous last words. You know what? Let's give it a shot, guys.
Leroy Jenkins.
Well played.
How far away were you?
I don't. There's
I
not.
think you want to be roughly about 60 because you'd be right next to him.
So wait, are the dice the speeder bike?
The dice in the speeder bike.
So do I rolled before I attack, right? Saving throw.
Yes.
Oh, I must have this is way it's right next to him.
Actually, he's crawled away from his own grease, so you don't have to roll dexterity save for him
Well, you save. So
because the grease is 10 feet.
I think at 22 is gonna make him save. I don't need that whole circle.
Hot damn.
This circle here. So
Right.
he was back here and has moved out of it. So he had started out up there, but he did position himself in a place where. Did you move up on the speeder bike? So the reason that he was waving to you was because he was in a position that would be difficult for the speeder bike to come over. That doesn't mean you can't do it, but I do need you to roll a dexterity saving throw. What did you roll for
Just
the
22.
a 22? All right, so you watch as Wade on his this thing goes off road. All right,
King of
Up
the
in it.
world.
Alright. We're gonna start slashing.
Oh, roll that again. You advantage. He's prone. You're
Yeah.
Oh
You're
yeah.
attacking with your scimitar.
18.
18 to hit.
Yeah.
It hits. Wait. I should have written that down.
This thing magically has shield.
Does not. Not this one.
Can't believe that guy.
Yep.
attacked us.
Got it.
What a dick.
6 damage for the first attack.
What is it?
Punch.
6.
6 points of damage.
Yep.
What increased?
Oh wait, can I re-roll that with Nick?
Repeatedly.
Nick, you can do another attack, yes.
Savage attacker.
By the way,
I think,
nice
doesn't
job
that
on
allow you to
readying this
reroll
spell.
ones?
That was
Yes.
revealed.
Something else does too.
I kind of knew this would be true.
Piercer, but he doesn't have piercer.
Oh yeah,
I do have
slashing
piercer.
damage.
Yeah. You have
slashing damage. Though.
Right.
Right.
So you have savage attacker.
Scimitar is slashing.
Yep.
I have piercer too.
But that wouldn't come in play. So instead of
9.
it's 9 instead of
9 instead of 6.
Yep.
yeah.
Don't worry. Every
Second
like half
attack.
level you go up, you get a new
It's
feat.
on its side. Reroll that.
The TV.
I mean that's
Roll again. I mean whatever it is. I mean is it a natural 20 or roll?
no, it's be 11 plus.
Reroll it to give advantage. Prone.
That's right. All right. Well, that one was better. So 16.
16 misses.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we've
Do you
got.
have a +8 to hit?
I was looking at my deck. So I was +8, so that was 19.
19.
19 hits.
I don't know why I was looking at my deck.
Because it's you
10.
added to that.
10 damage for that.
10 damage for that guy.
Yep.
Okay. All right, who's up next? We've got somewhat.
Hit him with the brick.
Are we in an anti-magic field right now?
You are not.
Oh, yeah, duh, I cast shield and it worked.
Yep, it sure did. You also see that there are several as you've been flying through here. There's been times where you've had to avoid floating rocks, right? And there are several floating rocks. Sometimes there's been ones that you've gone underneath that are the size of carriage.
Oh.
The ones that were the size of islands are no longer in this area because they've been mined.
Alright,
You have to go up further north to see the big ones.
give me a wisdom save. That rolls a 4. Actually, I didn't roll my prone dice after our last long rest. I will roll those.
An 11.
He failed.
Okay.
And mine spiked him. He is taking 15 points of psychic damage.
15 points of psychic damage.
We got me at
And I
10.
always know the location of where he's
30.
at. As long as we're on the same plane of existence.
Yeah, this guy's not turning invisible.
And if he turns invisible, I will know where he is. And I'm going to run away on my little lovely bike. So go ahead.
Have a bite.
Yeah, that's how I came up to him.
I think you walked up.
Yeah, he walked up to him. His spike's back there.
Okay, well, I'm walking away.
Does a 16 hit?
Yeah, well.
My 2d6. 2d6 plus 6. All right, that is 14 points of damage.
Okay. Whatever 30 feet away is, that's where I went.
Got it.
Dang, you had disadvantage too.
Alright.
Too bad my monk friend didn't use silver barb.
Didn't even think about it.
I also
Didn't
could have
even
popped
think
shield.
about it.
Oh.
Next, we've got Wisperian.
Great. Zippity-zoop. He's still prone, so well, everything's at advantage. So let's see here. We got 15. I got a 23. Oh, thank God for that 19. And a 27. 8. That sucks.
I should have
1,
just popped shield there, but
6,
because I literally just got that first little spell slot back, anyways.
16 points on that round, and I'll do stunning strike.
Okay.
So he's got it. What's the DC 14 con saving throw?
DC 14 con saving throw.
Yeah.
That's not magic. 19 plus 4, 23.
All right. So I did 10 and 6 to him.
So 16.
Yep. And then flurry of blows. 24. And
24 to hit.
Yep. And an 18 hit.
And 18 hits.
Okay. So 2 more hits.
The AC is 18.
Oh, look at that. 2 8s. So 13, 26 points of damage.
26 points of damage. And that is all bludgeoning?
Force.
Force. 26, you said?
Yeah.
Wait, was that total?
So I had 16 and 26, so 42 total.
42 total. Jesus. Fuck.
And you notice on my last hit with my flurry of blows, I farted a little and glitter came out.
That sucks.
Come on, haven't you been there? You're doing something and you just do it, and then all of a sudden you get a little squeaker,
Right. Especially when you're nervous, right?
right?
That's a big dude.
Now the problem is I'm Faye, so yeah, glitter's just gonna come out sometimes.
Are you in range of like shooting him?
Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Probably.
I would steady aim, so then you have a straight roll, and you would have sneak damage if you hit.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning
Good to go. All
I had a
right.
feeling you had a plan on doing that.
So
Strain's turn has ended, and now we have the Grand Cleric of Tire Your Ass.
that's
Tear your ass.
60, 70 points of damage to this guy so far.
Does a 17 hit?
A 17 does not hit. That hurts. My soul. All right.
Well, we got a +6. I rolled an 11.
We got this. We're good.
I'm not.
He kind of hits pretty hard if you have 50 hit points.
For a bitch ass joke. He's gonna punch me in the face. I can feel it.
All right.
What size is he? Is he
Why the
large?
hell is this game?
Because it got darker. All right. Next up, we've got the big boy again.
Oh, home team's up.
I was waiting for him to be like, all right, now his friends come out.
Oh, they're probably on their way.
You did hear a different voice, yeah.
But did I tell my...
I don't know. I don't know if you did that. That seems
Turns out it was just Wade messing with you. I can talk in your head too.
No, that's the thing in front of you, dude. Grandma, you have such large hands. Got Mr. Kevin?
So you hear a grumbling voice. It's not like any type of arcane voice that you've ever heard. But you watch as he starts to level off the ground. You recognize some of the pattern, and it seems to be that he just cast a spell in order to make himself fly.
Or levitate one might say.
That wouldn't give an opportunity attack.
If it leaves your base.
Yeah, he's leaving your space.
Take an opportunity
You
attack.
both should.
Wait, take an opportunity attack. But this is just straight, right?
That'll be a straight roll.
Yep.
All right, now let's see what Sentinel does.
It's going to reduce his speed to 0.
Yeah, you need a hit so he doesn't move.
Yeah.
Because otherwise he's going to take his
I know exactly where he's
full
going.
60-foot
You hit him.
movement speed.
Oh, I had.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit him.
Okay.
I got a
Does
23.
a 27 hit?
A 27.
I don't care how much damage you did to him. You just saved my life.
Another 10 points and he can't move.
11 points on the top of that.
11 points on top of that. So how much total?
21.
21.
10 for me, 11 from him.
Portion slashing. 11 was, I don't know. If that matters.
The only thing that will matter is if it's a few elements.
It could be good or bad.
They're mundane weapons. That's what I think is meaning.
No, he said elements. But they're elements.
Let's see. So he's not moving anywhere. Just got an opportunity attack on him. He is going to turn and attack the flying gnat in front of him. It's a 15 hit.
Nope.
Mm-hmm. You see 2 giant swipes come out at you, and both of them miss.
Guy just attacked me.
Oh, actually, he wouldn't have been able to anyway. We're just doing that for flavor, because he did use his action to cast the spell.
That's
Whatever.
Dude, he's a
Man,
big
who's
bad
even-
guy. I'm
He didn't even pay attention.
I'm assuming he's got a legendary action.
Right. He's got all the legendary actions.
Those usually happen after one of our turns.
All right.
Maggie the Red had legendary actions. Dirty.
Yeah, well, she did have legendary actions. These are just
Yeah, she deserves some.
wild wanderers. Very dangerous. All right, so
I need to mark that off too.
that was him. Wade, you're up.
Alright. So is he still floating? Or like,
He is still floating.
Does that change my attack at all?
Yeah, it just means that you don't have disadvantage anymore. So you can roll straight. Or you can roll with your advantage now if you have advantage for some godforsaken reason. You have advantage for some godforsaken reason? Just roll straight.
No,
You do have advantage
what?
because Puck is with me and Puck's a helper.
Looks like Ethan over here.
Advantage it is.
Hey, hit the huge floating thing.
That's about to beat up my
But you only get advantage on
my
one.
buddy.
I what?
You only get advantage on one.
Good, because that was a 2.
Okay, well, go ahead.
Oh my Jesus!
Did you beat it? Did you get a nat
No,
one?
we got nat 1, so the 2's gonna stand.
The 2 stands. So
But-
you're not shooting though into a group of your friends.
Puck says, "Fuck you! I am never helping you again."
But you're not shooting though. You're swiping, right?
I was swiping.
Yep. So
You
because
can-
he's only.
You can still attack him again. You have double attack,
Oh, I know.
Mr. Fighter.
Yep.
That's better.
It's an 18. I think.
18 hits. Do some damage, and then you can use your scimitar
10 points of damage.
bonus thing in order to do some.
Dude, you can do an action surge if you really wanted to,
Yeah, you
but
could.
I don't know what we're gonna run into next. So,
I mean, I would.
action economy. I think we better be a little bit more.
What's that?
For a bonus action, could I hit him with a booming blade?
No.
No?
No,
That's part of your attack action.
Oh.
yeah.
I would have. Wish you would have told me that earlier. I would have said, yeah, hit him with that, so then when he moves away, he blows up.
Oh.
Why is he floating?
He
Because
casts
he
a fly.
cast a spell.
Hey, you got that con check? If it's his concentration,
Stupid thing.
he probably passes it, but I think he only took
Yeah, that'd
what
be funny.
11.
It'd be funny if we didn't.
Can I attack again in a second? Bonus action?
With your bonus
Yeah,
action.
you can, like,
you're
you can
just
either
doing your
dodge-
scimitar, you're still have a bonus action.
That's
You have a tray in front of you.
I
and you
know.
still can't hit it.
terrible aim.
Oh, that roll was better. What? I think he hit either way because
What is
the
it?
first roll was a 12.
So that would have been 20. This is
Yeah, 23.
23. So
Okay, well, the 20 hits.
another 10 points.
With the 10 points. Now you could just drop it into the thing. All right. He's bloodied now.
Yeah, I'm doing the math.
All right, somewhat. You're up.
He's got to have close to 180 to. Yeah. It's 160 to 180.
Mm, I forget what.
I cast paint.
No, I'm gonna cast Chill Touch, but yeah, I guess you can say Taint Tickle, but I just don't want him healing.
Good call.
Okay.
Nice call.
Now, my chill touch, he has the 2014.
Yes.
My chill touch, I have to actually touch it.
Yeah, mine's at 120 feet. I believe I hit.
Okay. What was it?
A 20.
A 20 hits.
I think it's a D8.
It is a D8.
6 necrotic.
No. 2D8.
You're right. You're right. Because I'm level 5. 10 necrotic.
10 necrotic.
And it can't re-hit or can't regain hit points until the start of my turn. And if it's undead, it also has disadvantage on its attack rolls against me.
There.
And I'm going to move 30 feet away again. Bravely. I'm bravely backing up.
Back it up. Back it up. Back it up. All right. Wisperian.
Yep. What do we got? 18. Ooh, and a 17. So hit and a miss.
Hit and a miss.
And so 12 points force damage. And gonna use a stunning strike on that one. Let's see if we can get something. What happened?
You didn't hear the noise?
Wow.
Wow.
Got sound effects.
Sound effects and everything.
They are very subtle.
Oh.
It's hard to hear him over the background. It was hard to hear him over the background. You got going on in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine how
So we'll wait to see what happens with that stunning strike save, and then
Nick,
I'll decide what the hell I want to do. with
stunning
my-
strike save.
Stunning strike save.
14.
14.
Oh yeah, he's fine.
He is fine.
That's an action. We'll just do flurry of blows again. 21 and 26. So 3, 8. 18 more points of force damage.
18 more points of force damage.
Yep.
Already. You said 18?
Yes, sir.
I know we're fighting in a level 8 setting. We're just, yeah, he's still there, you know?
All right. Next up, we got Tyre.
Yeah, I'll try shooting him again.
My online one was a great weapon. He did like
Oh,
19 damage.
Yep.
with Fire elemental. It was sick.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Missed again.
In fairness, you missed by more this time.
Okay.
Well,
All right.
one.
Slides past. All right. Next up, nothing worse.
I mean, I'm not rolling terrible. They're like 15, 16s, but that ain't gonna hit. I need an 18 or better. I've not gotten an 18.
I banged it off.
Oh, you're good.
Should have cast a spell.
Oh, did you drop one too?
No, I didn't drop one. I thought you were saying that.
Yeah, I dropped that.
Okay.
On the floor.
Yeah, no. Don't do that.
Yeah.
No dice on the floor.
Yeah,
We're
You
good.
feel the top of this. You definitely don't want to step on it.
Yeah, no. That's why I don't. That's why I don't do Legos for Arla. What's that? I think it's just a liquid core, but the actual thing, butterflies.
I know it was butterflies, but that's the liquid.
Oh, I don't like what's happening. Uh-oh.
It's a gene stealer. Gene stealers are great.
Whoa, what is happening to me? I am useless. That's what that circle is.
All right. Go ahead and you watch as you hear behind you. Right, as you're trying to move up, you see in front of you the shimmering
Oh, this
of
guy.
invisibility dropping as you watch
Maybe.
as this decrepit looking creature. Oh, I didn't show you what these guys look like, but it's really, you don't need to.
Yeah.
As he begins to cast a spell, and you watch as a sickish green cloud begins to form around the kind of centered on your position. Go ahead and make a saving throw of, I believe, Constitution.
You gotta have that scepter.
Wait, it doesn't happen until you actually start your turn, but
Dang, I already rolled it.
that's okay.
Does 19 save?
A 19 does save.
How much poison damage am I taking?
You will be taking.
I'm gonna hurt now. Yeah.
31. Halved.
I actually believed the 31. I was like, how high of a...
Nope, it's just the
What's that, cloud?
cloud kill.
Cloud kill, yeah.
Yep. All right, and it's going to.
15.
Yes.
Somewhat is somewhat not feeling too good.
Yes, somewhat needs to take care of himself a little bit better.
All right.
Yeah, we're fighting that thing, not this guy.
Well, I mean, really, right now, Dave's going to have to be the one to fight that guy. Sorry, Dave.
You're a swashbuckler, right?
Nope.
Does 15 doesn't hit you, right?
No, sir.
All right, so we've got a
Got this wand of magic missile, so.
26. So 26 does.
But not with my silvery barbs. You can try that again. Oh, I need to.
Oh, he's attacking you, not Wade.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nick-
because
Nick hates me.
he's the one that tried to stun me. All right,
Nick fucking
he's gonna
hates
try to
me.
stun me every fucking time.
Oh.
What did I say? Silvery
If you
barbs
attacked
as a
him,
spell.
the
Okay.
Sentinel attacked you anyway.
Exactly.
It's your turn.
Exactly. All right, does a 20 hit?
Yes.
It's a dirty 20, obviously. All right, now I'm gonna roll that. Beautiful thing. 12 points of damage.
Hold on. I can take a reaction. And what the heck called?
And by the way, this thing is swinging a giant greatsword. So
Great. So it's slashing?
it is.
Okay. Unarmored defense, no. Flurry action. Deflect attacks. There we go.
Or evade.
D10.
I don't look
You said 12?
I had a feeling I can't miss the stuff out of it.
Why can't you?
It's heavily obscured.
Oh, is it heavily obscured?
Just
stumble out.
17.
And then Misty.
Yeah.
Run!
I was making sure, like, I couldn't remember if you can see through it or not, and I had to make sure.
So I reduced it all the way.
Wait,
Deflect attacks when an attack
yeah,
roll
you
that
haven't had your
includes.
turn though yet.
No.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I take nothing.
Take nothing.
Yeah, well, sorry, he did 12 and I deflected 17.
So does he took the difference?
If I spend a focus point on it, but I'm not going to spend a focus point on it.
All right.
Wisperion, a car falls on you.
I hate him. I hate him. He's tricksy. All right. Next up, we've got somewhat. Or wait.
Wait.
Don't worry, Nick. I have 2 focus points left. Why do you think I'm using? Stunning Strike uses one,
Yeah.
whether it hits or misses.
Right.
And then Flurry of Blows.
I
I've
don't
used
think those are
Flurry of
gonna
Blows
hit,
twice.
man.
Stunning Strike twice. There's 4 out of 6.
Okay. Well, hey.
Hey, man. I'm just letting you know.
But you regain him at short rest or long rest.
I can do long rest. I regain them, and one time. So and then uncanny metabolism. If we roll initiative again, I'll get him back. But then after that, I can't get him back until a short rest or long rest.
Got it. A short rest or a long rest?
Well, short rest will give me some back, but not
Oh.
right.
I think you missed both of them.
Yeah.
But if I kill him and level him and ding, then I get everything.
I can't help you because even with silver barbs, because I can't see anything.
Doesn't anybody have gust? You have gust of wind?
I do. I only move 10 feet. I'm just
Both
gonna
my
walk
attacks
this
misses.
one.
Both of your attack miss. You watch.
He can
As
bonus
the-
action.
I'm gonna bonus action and attack again.
All right. So the reason why they're is because he moved up a little bit.
Yeah.
Which made it more difficult. So you're gonna have to either jump or now use your
All right. We'll
pull out the gun.
I guess we'll shoot at him.
It's the same to hit. And you don't have advantage.
I don't have advantage.
We'll give you advantage.
Well, so my 2 attacks per action. Does that not 2 attacks per is bonus action?
No, you only one.
Oh, okay.
One attack.
Well, they're still probably missing. Because the highest would have been 14.
All right. So pow pow pow, and it is somewhat's turn.
Well, we're gonna venture off this way. Was it 5, 10, 15, and I'm out of it?
Yep.
And
That just looks like you.
Drop dusted.
I'm gonna move my additional 15 this way. Away from me.
Hit him with a cantrip.
What does that thing look like?
It looks like a smaller version of him.
Fucking mini me.
Alright, we're gonna test how these guys are good with fire. I'm gonna firebolt him.
The one by me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does a 25 hit.
25 does it.
What was it? It was lightning. Lightning was a problem with the other stuff.
14 fire.
14 fire.
Isn't that con check for the stinky cloud in front of me?
Um,
Hope you
yeah,
roll
that's
one.
7 damage that he just took. Good.
Oh.
They still have to roll. It's 10. It's DC 10. You can roll really low.
He did not. That would have been nice though.
Yeah, and I'm gonna.
But he doesn't have concentration on this thing.
Oh dang!
Only on the fly.
Isn't Cloud Kill a concentration spell?
And not.
Okay, what does he have? Now I want it.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Oh, I'm gonna Misty Step 30 feet this way, anyways. So I am now.
Oh wait, and it was that one that. And that's the one you just tried to hit. Yes.
These undead creatures.
I don't know. I was
Well-
telling Nick at the beginning of this, before we started, that I actually appreciate not knowing.
Yeah, it is concentration. He's the one
Kind
that
of,
cast it. We just rolled the. Doesn't say that in the other deal. So he's concentrating on fly. That one's concentrating on cloud kill. You have buggered off. Is that the?
That's a
Misty
Misty step. Yeah, I'm not. Nope, don't want to get near that noise again.
All right, and at the end of Somewhat's turn, in the distance, you see a firework go off. It's like if you were, there was fireworks that was
Means
happening,
an anti-spell magic is coming.
but how long it will take, you don't know. All right, next up we've got Wisperian.
sure.
Thing's gotta be about dead.
Wait, does
I
your
don't-
guy have anything that would make him have to save? Do a saving throw? Do you have anything that would make him save?
I think so.
What about your ice bullets?
I don't have the information on the ice bullets.
It's
oh,
ice
and-
knife. It's ice knife.
And you have
Yes.
advantage
I'm gonna use hex.
because you didn't declare anyone having. Wait, no.
I guess I got.
Who did
He did silvery bar.
Silvery Bar? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah, I got
it
advantage.
defaults to you.
I get advantage on one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You're very nice.
So hex on him. I'm gonna pick dexterity.
Okay.
No, I am not. I'm gonna pick Constitution because he's concentrating.
I don't think their abilities. I think
It doesn't
their
affect
abilities-
his saving
It's not
throws.
saving throws. It's ability score.
That's
Oh.
a higher level. That's a higher level
I'm
warlock.
still
ability.
taking Constitution because fuck him. That's why.
Okay, what? Wait. He's swinging a greatsword. Every time that he swings that greatsword, he's using strength.
Wait. Yeah. Strength. You might want to do strength.
All right.
That's something that you could know as a monk, like being able to figure out whether they are attacking with dexterity or whether they're attacking with
I am
strength.
tired of you youngins trying to tell me what to do. We're doing Constitution, and that's just that.
That's
all right.
that.
All right. So hold on, because hex does not. It doesn't give me all these sheets of paper, and it doesn't give me a readout on it.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about.
Your 1d6 necrotic. when you hit a
I'm
target.
looking at
Right.
investing in the cards.
All right. So I would love that. 9. So 17. Ooh, that's gonna miss. 17 is gonna miss. Wow, that's all right. So that was my first attack, and then yeah, that's gonna hit. 19 hits, right?
Yep, 19 hits.
All right, and it is. What'd you say? D6 necrotic.
Yep.
Okay. That's fucking. So he takes 1 necrotic
Okay.
and 9 force. And stunning strike. And don't forget that I chose
He
Constitution.
rolls a 5.
You're the best.
So I don't know that I declared how high up he went with his movement, right? But he had the ability to go up to 60 feet up. All right. So what I'm going to say is, and he was already at 10 or 20 feet, or able. He had started to raise up before you guys smacked him. So can Spring, can you roll a D4?
Here.
Actually, no.
I gotcha.
Yeah. Go ahead. Roll the D, because you were the one that affected it. A D4 plus 2.
3.
So a 3. All right. So he's 30 feet in the air. So that's 1d6 per 10 feet, right?
I believe so.
Okay. Go ahead and roll that damage.
That's one off max.
That's 17.
17.
And I feel like he falls to the ground prone.
Well, he's stunned right now. So
You hear him growl as he's falling, right? And he's like, and he's like flipping down to the ground. And you hear a sickening smack as he lands on his head and his neck snaps. You're not sure if he's dead. How many temporary hit points do you get as he dies within 5 feet of you? Or no, he's not within 5 feet of you because you were up there smacking him and he was at 30 feet.
He didn't.
But I
He didn't
killed-
reduce him to 0. The fall did. If he
Oh,
reduced
you dirty.
No, his stunning strike kind of did the damage.
however
It's-
you
it's
want
a-
to-
No,
it's-
it's fine. No,
It's
No,
however
that's,
you
no,
want to
it's
do
a
it.
DM. It's a DM call.
Yeah,
He
it's a
doesn't
DM
get a-
call. That's what I'm saying.
He doesn't
Doesn't
get
get
a-
it. That's fine. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it because you've been really nice about some stuff. So I'm okay with this. If you want to pull that kind of bullshit, bush league stuff, I am all about it.
All right,
But I would have gotten 9.
Wisperian. Okay, the time is now. Tie your ass.
Oh, wait. I'm
Oh wait,
wait. No, I can't do anything. Okay. Well, I can still move, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm assuming you probably stayed with him, so you're probably at least 30 feet in the air.
Yeah, but I can go 45 just straight that way. Okay, we'll call that 45.
so you're staying outside of the cloud.
I'm staying outside of the cloud.
The cloud can move 10 feet on his turn.
That's where he said he went. He doesn't know that yet.
I'm
You
still,
hear the wizard just cloud.
Does it require concentration?
It does.
It did.
So there's going to be bad things. All right,
by the way,
here.
if you want to do random, I brought my 40k random die.
I love it.
So, all right, try your ass. Get him. Punch him in the dick.
Oh, he also falls into a puddle of grease.
Not slipping and falling anymore.
You know what? I'm gonna try something different for once.
Okay.
I'm gonna go up to him and chill touch him.
Okay.
Does a 18 hit?
An 18 hits.
Way to use
Does the-
that
does the-
butterfly.
The dice.
What?
Do you still have the D8s? I don't know what the new
It's
touch is.
2d10.
Oh,
10,
thank-
nice.
Upped it. Okay, that was the difference.
Mhm.
That's why I was doing it.
You lose the damage.
So
Oh, wait. It's like 10. No,
That's a 1. Yeah, it's
one.
technically a 1.
yeah, you're right.
But that's still 8.
8 plus 1 because it's a physical attack. So he takes 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Right.
That would be what do you call necrotic damage.
Got it. All right. That hits him. He turns to you. Insulted. Sees his buddy dead. Starts to take off. You can attack him up.
What should I attack him with?
So with your dagger, or
You can only attack him with a weapon unless you have Warcaster.
Yeah.
I would pick a melee weapon.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going with disadvantage. Assuming you don't have crossbow expert.
With Nick, you make an extra attack of a light property. You make this party attack. So I can attack him twice with Nick.
no, because this is just a reaction.
Is that a scimitar?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
That's what the dagger.
Yeah, I haven't equipped a scimitar. Just have daggers.
Well, I think you answered your question.
Or can I shotgun grasp him?
No, you don't have Warcaster.
I don't have what?
Warcaster.
I almost took that instead of taking.
What would Warcaster allow me to do?
So, what Warcaster does allows you, as a reaction attack, you can cast a spell.
Well, this is a cantrip, and it's a touch cantrip. So if I
Yeah, you would be able to do that as a Warcaster.
As a Warcaster, you'd be able to.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you could also do the hand components of a spell with having.
So do I get
A
to
shield.
roll at
Weapon,
advantage 'cause
shield,
he's running
yeah.
away or no?
No, you just get an
And you can
opportunity
make
to
a focus.
attack when it's not
Yeah,
your
and
turn because of the.
Advantage on
does
con checks.
15
roll
hit.
concentration.
A 15 does not hit.
We need to get an artificer.
Yeah, you can just. So the reason that these things were so difficult to hit is just because they have like this incredibly strong hide that was just like hitting into almost hitting concrete, and they just had a stench of death and the one word that you got from them just looking at them and the way that they behaved and interacted is
Outside.
chaotic or Southside, either way. Um, as soon as that one,
Philadelphia.
Well, this is Southside Chicago.
as soon as that one takes off,
Dad and kid through batteries.
as soon as the smaller one takes off, and there's the larger one laying there, dead, there is a feeling of almost an electricity. Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving. The DC is 10.
Is this a magical effect?
No.
Natural 20, so it doesn't matter. So 22.
I'm good.
What was the DC?
10.
And it's a what?
It's a rock.
Dexterity.
Yeah. So if you pass,
13,
you take
20.
no damage.
All right. So as you don't realize how many of the lapis stones are actually floating in the air until they start to drop, and you realize that some of the obscurement is actually from these floating pellets in the air, and they just all start to come down like hail. And you realize, I guess it's pretty easy to tell when you're in an anti-magic field because suddenly it hails like a son of a bitch. Just for a moment, you feel a little bit weaker, and you're not really sure exactly. I mean, obviously, you're not going to be able to cast a spell slotted spell, but even the scepter seems like a normal scepter. You could hit somebody with it pretty good, but as far as any energy coming off of it, or any voices coming from it, it is silent. And you especially feel kind of
fly.
what's that?
I can't fly now.
You have like almost assisted jump because of
Okay.
but you're like a grasshopper
Okay.
right now. And so it's that to give you an idea of what the mechanics are like. So to give you an idea of it's kind of like a bumblebee. I mean, if there was no magic, they wouldn't be able to fly. They're obviously that's.
I've seen people do.
So fighter, you're good except for any of your psychic shit.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but with his psychic shit or with
What about
Or-
bullets?
what's that?
What about special bullets? Are they just mundane bullets now?
Yeah, I mean they might hit more like slugs, right? as opposed to a 22 or 357, right? But sometimes if it has somewhat of a magical property, the mechanics of it would work with you rolling your attack, and if it's even, it still activates. For example, I'm gonna try to stunning strike. Roll to attack. I got a 19. You have no stunning, right? But you're also not going to lose the key point either.
Okay.
Makes it like
Yep.
those are going to come back once the shit comes back around. But there's a lot of the magical properties that you have that aren't available right now. So you also go back to the cloud immediately starts to disperse, which is nice. You get back to your vehicles, and so you also go back to the cloud immediately. You get back to your vehicles, and they are with the